Have you played a sport other than Baddy?
No,
Really?
no,
Like in your whole life?
no, I didn't.
Like you only played badminton?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Okay, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I had no time because I started playing at the age of 8 and I just played the badminton and I was doing well since under 10, under 13, 16, 19. So I just continued playing just for fun. Maybe sometimes I used to play like tennis, but that too, like just very rarely. Yeah, but not any sport apart from that.
Okay. How did you feel when you first picked up a badminton racket?
I mean, it was just for fun. Initially, my like, yeah, very. I was just playing near my house with my friend, and I was like casually playing. Then my dad
There was
used to,
like no inspirational music in the
no, no,
background.
no.
Nothing. Like, nothing like happened. Okay. Anyway, then you.
Nothing happened. So it was just for fun. My dad used to play volleyball, and besides, there was a badminton court. So I was like, chalo, I don't want to play volleyball. Let me go and play for fun. That's how it all started.
You didn't think कि इस racket के साथ मैं दुनिया you didn't think anything like that.
No, I never thought.
What was your mentality? Did you even want to go pro?
At that point, actually, my sister used to play, and my cousins and my sister used to play near my house. And I was like, "Chalo, I'll also play." They used to not allow me to play. They used to be like, "You're very young. Go, just don't play with us. You're too young." Because we have a difference of almost 7 years, and she's like, "You're too young. You can't even hit the shuttle. Just go." And when I think about it now, and I'm like, "My sister, you just told me something that day. You remember?" But yeah, on a serious note, when I took that racket, yeah, I didn't have any aim or goal. I was like, chalo, we'll see it and where it goes. So even my parents supported me because they came from the sports background and they never forced me in doing anything, or they never forced me telling that, oh no, you play only volleyball. No, never. Whichever
Okay.
sport I wanted, they were like, chalo, we'll see where you go.
Have you ever played volleyball though?
Yeah, I mean, I tried sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
But my dad was like, no, you'll get hurt. Don't play.
Mm. When did you first realize that I can probably go pro?
Actually, as soon as I started playing, we used to have these tournaments from under 10. So it's like ranking tournaments. First, we start off with state. I started winning in state, district, state, and then ranking, and then nationals. So I was winning in my age group. So I was happy. I was winning in under 10, under 13, 16.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why were you winning at that age?
Because I started playing, I was playing well. And my age group, people are able to beat them.
Like, what was your edge over them?
When I was playing, my first coach was Mehboob Ali. He said, okay, she's playing, तो खिला दो उनको एक tournament, देखेंगे क्या है, मतलब कौन सा level की है, देख सकते हैं. We'll see where is she and what is she doing, how is she doing. And I won. So I'm like, chalo, let her play. Where she goes, let's see. So ऐसे I started continuing. And then when I started winning, I was like, Dad, I want to play. I'm really liking it. And of course, when I used to lose, I'm a very sensitive person. I used to cry and I used to be like, मुझे और एक बार खेलना है. And my dad used to be like, it's done now. You can't play. You work harder and next time you go to another round. Then you can. So that was the motivation. And that's how I was like, chalo, I want to win. I want to win.
Okay. Maybe champions are actually built in those moments where you lose and how you deal with that.
Yeah,
It is a cliched thing to say. So sorry, but that's honestly what I figured through the show also. That how
Yeah, I agree. You learn a lot from your losses. That's like you learn from your mistakes and it gives you a lot of experience and it tells you what mistakes you shouldn't do, what you shouldn't repeat again. And I mean, there are, to say it's very good, very nice, but sometimes you make those mistakes again and again, and that's how you learn that, okay, I shouldn't make that mistake, and you be very cautious while playing that.
What's the most negative feeling you've had in your whole badminton journey?
Uh, when you're really low, when you lose a match, I used to feel, I'm working hard. Why did I lose? I should have won. Why I had a good opportunity. Why did I lose? So this kind of thought keeps coming. But I think, that's there for some time when you lose. But again, I think that it's not fair to tell that because even the opponent is working hard as much as you do. So to take on a positive note, I would say that you are working hard, but maybe you need to change few things in your game that your opponent is able to read it. Next time you make sure she doesn't read your game.
This happens to you now also?
Yeah, Yeah, it happens to everyone. Like even now it happens. When you lose a match, you go back, you think you should have won. But then there are days where it might not be your day. Sometimes, you might play like brilliantly, like you're unbeatable. Sometimes it just doesn't happen and you can't do anything about it. But you need to accept the fact that you lost, right? But at the same time, you can't lose your hope, but have belief in yourself that I can bounce back stronger. Yeah.
Takes an immense amount of courage to represent your country on an international level. So, who taught you the method to be courageous in life? And what is the method to be courageous in life? I'm asking the 10-year-old PV Sindhu this, not age 28.
See, when you're 10-year-old, when you're really young, you don't know, right? Courage means, oh, what courage? You think that way. I think my parents taught me a lot. Every time I lose, every time I play any sport, they're like, you need to give your 100%. You need to play well. Whenever I used to lose a match, they used to be like, you need to be strong enough. You need to face it. It is okay if you lose. You need to work even more harder. So they always kept me going. They were always like pushing me, supporting me. If it could be like the other way, if they would be like, okay, Sindhu, chalo, tum haar, yeah, just stop it. I mean, it's okay. If that was the case, I wouldn't have been here today. But they had that courage to support me and encourage me, saying that it is okay, we are with you, and you do whatever you want, and whatever it takes, we are with you. Because see, when you're young, people say that what sport? And go, let her study. Let her do her studies. Neither sports nor studies.
Who used to say that in your case?
Not my parents, but
okay.
I used to study well. I've completed my MBA, so.
Okay.
I used to study well, so I was not a bad student. I was a good student, in fact. But there are some colleagues or relatives used to say like, oh, sports or studies, where is this going? Back then I was just starting. So even though I used to play, I used to go to school and stuff, but still, morning and evening I used to go to my training sessions. And back then I was just a very newcomer. So, but then my parents, just did not, hear, and they were like, it is okay, we are with you, we will support you. So they had that courage and they had that confidence in me that, okay, Sindhu can do well. And after I started winning also, 13, 16, first our aim was to, of course, win at the national level. And when I started winning national level at a very early age, that's when, of course, my father and my mom, of course, used to travel with me. So my dad used to see, who's playing, who's doing really well above you. So how are they playing? What are they playing? So I used to read their games, see their games, watch their games, and tell me. So whenever I used to play them, how is the strategy going to be there? So there's a lot behind all this. So that's how I slowly started building up, okay, how I need to play, what I need to play. That's when, even though I used to play senior level, when I used to lose, my dad used to say, it's okay. It is fine. And when few people used to have main draw, if they have a good ranking in badminton, they play the main draw. And if they don't have ranking in the senior level, we play from the qualifying. So I used to tell my dad that I'm playing qualifying. Qualifying is 3 rounds and then you have to go to the main draw. I want to play main draw. So my dad used to just say one thing. Just remember one thing. You have to play with everyone, right? Whether it's main draw or qualifying. Qualifying, you have a lot of matches. You get a lot of experience. At the same way, main draw is just that you play that one match with a tough player and you lose and you're out. So when you play qualifyings, you have a lot more matches to go to the next level. So think it that way, and you have a lot more opportunities to play with different people. Right? So that's when I was like, okay, I used to be like, yeah. And I was like, I was giving my best, and I used to not have that fear, or I used to not think, oh, she's senior to me, how do I play? I used to just play my game, no pressure, nothing. I used to give my best. When I used to lose, I used to feel bad. I used to cry. Everybody does that. But I think my dad used to just say that it's okay. It's fine. You go back, work more hard, and come back.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where I got that courage from. Yeah.